Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Mithun Technologies. So in this video, I'm going to explain about this Sonar Cloud. So using this Sonar Cloud, we can execute the Sonar Keep report for Java projects and Node.js projects as well as. Right. So what is the benefit of using this Sonar Cloud rather than Sonar Keep server, which we are going to install in that Linux server? So the benefit is using the Sonar Cloud is you don't want to do the setup from the scratch. Right. So if you want to use the SonarQube server, first we need to get that Linux server and we need to install the Java. Then we need to install the SonarQube server. But if you use the Sonar Cloud, you don't want to install that SonarQube server externally. Right. So in this one, I'm going to explain that how to create an organization in the Sonar Cloud, how to create a token, then how to execute the SonarQube report for Java projects, how to import the how to import the projects from the GitHub, which are already uploaded into the GitHub, then how to delete that organization, how to delete the project. So all these things we are going to discuss. So to do all these tasks, you should have a Linux server, then you should have a account in the Sonar Cloud, right? So first, let me log in into this Sonar Cloud. So go to that browser, just type it sonar.cloud.io. Okay, sonarcloud.io. And if you see, if you want to log in into this Sonar Cloud, click on this login. So if you see here, you should have any account in any one of these accounts like GitHub. If you have a already account is created in GitHub, use this one, or Bitbucket, GitLab, Azure DevOps. So already I have an account in the GitHub and already I have saved my credentials. So once if you click on GitHub, so automatically it is going to log in. So in your case, it is going to ask that GitHub username and password. Okay. So you have to give that GitHub username password. So after logging, if you see here, you don't have any organization. So first you have to create organization. Then only you can able to execute the SonarQube report. Otherwise, we are going to get error. Okay. How to create an organization? If you see here, right side top corner, you have logged in, right? So click on my account. If you see organizations, click on this my organizations and click on create. If you see here, import a GitHub organization that already has that SonarQube Cloud app installed. Okay, so we'll do later this one. And if you see here, create an organization manually. Click on this one, create an organization manually, and give the name. So I'm going to give that Mithun Technologies. Mithun Technologies. Click on continue. So select that free plan and click on create organization. So in this organization, right now we don't have any projects analyzed. Okay, so we have created a organization. Now we are going to create that token. Using this token only, we can able to access this Sonar Cloud. Right. So for creating token, click on your account and click on my account. If you see security, so already one token is created. If you want, you can delete it. Click on this revoke. So it has deleted. And now you can give any name here. So I'm going to give that Sonar Cloud token. Any name you can give. And click on here, generate. So once if you generate this token, immediately you have to copy. Otherwise, you are not able to see it. Copy and save somewhere. Okay, so this is the token. Okay, so we have created a token also. Now I need to analyze the SonarQube report for any one of the Java project. So already Java projects are there in the my GitHub organization. Okay, so if you go to my organization github.com/Mithun Technologies, you will see here Maven web application, one web Java application is there. So for this web application, I need to execute the SonarQube report. So if you want to execute the SonarQube report, we should have a SonarQube server, right? So anyway, we are going to use this Sonar Cloud, SonarQube server, right? And we have token. Now I need to download this Java project. So what I'm going to do, I will create a one Linux server. There I'm going to install that Java, Maven, and I'm going to get this source code. For that one, first you have to install that Git. Then using the git clone command, you can get this code into that Linux server. Then configure these Sonar Cube server details and execute that mvn sonar. This is a command for executing the SonarQube report. mvn sonar. Okay, so first let me create a Linux server. So already I have logged in into this AWS admin console. Click on launch instance. Okay, so just scroll down. If you see here, Red Hat. So 1 GB RAM is enough, right? So next. So I'm not going to enable any ports. Click on launch. So select this existing key pair. Click on launch instances. Okay, just click on view instances, and you will see here. Just mouse over. Click on edit icon and give the name. Any name you can give. So I'm going to give that Sonar Cloud. Save it. Okay. So once this server is up and running, you can connect to this server. There, first you can install that Git, then Java, and you can install Maven. So these are the three softwares which we need to install now. Okay. So first connect to the server. Sonar Cloud. Select this one. Click on connect. Take this command. Open the terminal. Okay. Go to the folder where your PEM files are there. Then you will see PEM file is there. Execute this command. So still it is not fully up and running. You can wait some time. See, it is saying that connection refused. Means still the server is not fully up and running. Okay, we have to wait some time. Then only all the services in the server it is going to start. Okay, see, in the under the status check it is showing that initializing. Okay, so wait some time when you are getting this kind of error, and click on up arrow mark and hit the enter. See, now server is ready. Type yes and hit the enter. You have successfully connected to the server. For verification, just execute this uname command. See, after executing uname command, if you see that Linux means you have successfully connected to the Linux server. Now switch to the root user. We have switched to the root user. Then install the Git. For installing Git, we are going to use that yum install git -y. Okay, so it is going to install the Git. After installing Git, you can install that Java. So if you want to use this Sonar Cloud, you have to install that higher than JDK 1.8. So I'm going to install that the latest version JDK 17. Okay, and I will show you how to install that JDK Oracle JDK 17. So now just verify it whether Git is installed or not using this Git -- version. See, Git is installed. Then install that Java. So Java is not installed. See, we are getting this error. Java command not found. So for installing the latest version of Oracle JDK, so take this URL, okay, or you can just type it www.oracle.com/java technologies/downloads. Okay, or you can search download latest Oracle JDK. Okay, it will take you to this website. Okay, so for downloading this Oracle JDK 17, you don't want to log in into that Oracle account. So now I need to install in the Linux server, right? So take this RPM package, 64-bit RPM package. Okay, so right click, copy link. So go to the OPT directory and execute this wget and use this URL. So we are getting this wget command error, right? So for that one, first install that wget package. Then it is going to work. Okay, so it has installed. Just type wget, this one. So it has installed and we have downloaded this JDK and install this JDK using the yum command yum install JDK -y. Still it is installing. Okay. So after installing this JDK, you can install the Maven. We'll show you how to install this Maven also. So successfully installed. If you want, you can verify it using that Java version, or if you want, you can execute that Java C version, whether JDK is installed or not. See, after executing this command, if you see that output means JDK is installed. Right now, I need to install that Maven. So just type execute the mvn version means Maven is not installed because we are getting the error, right? So now I am going to install that Maven also. So for that one, if you see here, I have created one blog. So go to my Mithun Technologies blog. If you see here, Maven, click on this Maven. Okay. So installing Maven, first Java is installed. So already Java is installed. Switch to the root user, download the software. So what you will do, this URL may not going to work. It is old one, right? 3.6.2. So I'm going to install that updated one. So for that one, if you see here, go to that Maven official download page. Okay, then take this URL, copy link. Okay, download this one. It has downloaded. See here, extract it, unzip, and specify that zip file name. So even unzip command also not working. So install that yum install unzip -y. Okay. So it has installed successfully. Now we can execute unzip. So this is the software which we have downloaded. So it has extracted. Just see. So this is the software, Maven software which we have downloaded and we have extracted. So if you want, you can go inside this one and if you see, so this is your Maven home directory. There you will see that bin directory, boot, conf, lib bundle, right? So now go here. If you see that Maven installation, so we are going to install for only the root user. Okay. Just copy these two commands, okay, and just remove this one and take this updated path, this one, okay. So now you can execute va. So update this bash underscore profile, which is available in the user home directory. Just execute this command, okay. Just scroll down, go to that last line and type I, hit the enter, and copy these two commands, save it, okay, and you can reload it using this source command, source, and specify this file. Now you can execute mvn -version command and see here Maven version is installed. So now what I'm going to do, I will go to my user home directory, okay, user home directory, and I'm going to download this Maven Java project using this git clone and take this GitHub repository URL, okay, and you can execute it. So it has downloaded, and go inside this Maven web application. So there you will see that form.xml. So already we know, if you want to execute the SonarQube report for your Java project, first you should configure that SonarQube server details, right? So this is your Sonar Cloud URL. Take this one, open this form.xml, okay. So if you come down, you will see, and remove this line, okay, JDK 1.8. So, or you can comment it, just type I, it will come insert mode. I'm commenting this particular line. And here, if you see that Sonar Cube server URL, it is commented. Remove this one, and here you can comment it. So these two lines we want, okay. So you can go here and remove this old URL, okay. Using the sonar.host.url, you can configure. Then under sonar.login, remove this username. Instead of username, you can use this token. This is the best practice, okay. So we have given the SonarQube server URL, and we have given that token, right? And this one, so if you want, you can remove also, okay. See, I'm going to remove this entire line, okay. So I have removed. Even if you want, you can remove this line also, okay. So just keep this oh, it seems it has removed this sonar.login also. So let me add this one, sonar.login. This is the opening tag, and use that sonar.login closing tag. So here you can configure that token. So just take this one, save it. So guys, see, we have given that SonarQube server URL and token. Save it. Now here you can execute that mvn clean sonar : right. So this is the command which we are going to use to execute the SonarQube report. Just execute this command, and see, it is downloading those plugins, Sonar plugin, right? So after downloading this plugin, it is going to execute the SonarQube report, right? So It's downloaded that plugin, and now it is downloading the dependencies which we mentioned in the form.xml. As a developer, he's going to mention n number of dependencies, right? So now it is taking that Sonar Cloud URL. It is loading all the properties, right? So see it loaded, downloaded plugins. Now it is analyzing, right? This is your SonarQube server ID. It is a unique ID for each server. It is going to allocate that unique. And if you observe here, SonarQube version 9.0.1. That whatever the cloud, Sonar Cloud which we are using, so they have installed that 9.0.1, right? Earlier we discussed about that 7.8 version, right? So for that one we have installed that JDK 1.8, right? Still it is taking time. Okay, let's wait. Yes, we got the error. Just observe that, read this error message. You must define that the following mandatory properties for this particular project. So sonar.organization. So we have to specify that organization. So we have created that organization, right? So that organization you have to specify using this tag. Okay. So sonar organization is a one token, one tag. This is a opening tag, closing tag. Inside this one, you have to pass that organization. So click on this organizations. You will see here Mithun Technologies, right? So this is our organization name. You have to give this one. Just copy this one. Go to your form.xml. Open this form.xml. Just scroll down. Okay. So here, just type I. It will come insert mode and add this organization. Using this property, we can add the organization. Save it. So before doing that SonarQube report, you can go here, click on my projects. What it is saying? You don't have any projects right now. What you will do? Now you can execute mvn sonar colon sonar. If you want, you can use that mvn clean also. Right. First, what it will do? It is going to remove that previous build files. Then it is going to execute the SonarQube report. Right. Now see, it is running the SonarQube report. Okay. Yes. See, SonarQube report executed successfully. Now you can go to that Sonar Cloud dashboard. Just refresh it. Okay. If you see here, so this is organization name. In that term, this is a project, right? So as a developer, he will go to this particular project and he is going to analyze that all these issues, right? If you see here, total 7 issues are there, right? So he will go through all these things and he is going to fix these issues, right? So this is one way of executing the SonarQube report, right? So we have directly, see, instead of creating a server, installing that Java, installing Maven, instead of doing all these things, directly you can import these projects which are available in GitHub directly here, and you can do that code analysis, right? So for that one, what you have to do? Go to that my organization. Okay. Then here you can use this organization. In this organization only, you can download the projects from that GitHub. Okay. So first go to that GitHub. Okay. So go to that GitHub. See here in this organization, many repositories are there. Around 51 repositories are there. Right. So this is my organization. So now go to here and see first go to your organization. This is your organization. How we can go to the organization? Go to your click on this our account, my organizations. This is your organization. Click on this organization and you will see that administration tab. Click on this administration tab. Then projects management. Click on this one and if you see here, analyze new projects. Right. So click on analyze new projects. See here, import an organization from GitHub. Right. So click on this one and from which organization. Okay. So I want to download from this organization. Okay. Mithun Technologies DevOps. It is going to ask that password for your GitHub. Already I have saved my credentials. Click on confirm password. Okay. Okay. So go to your account. One second, it has to take this one. So not this one. One second. So open that sonar.cloud, sonarcloud.io. My organization, projects, analyze new projects, import an organization from GitHub, configure all the repositories. Select host. Select all repositories. Okay. So for you guys, directly you are going to get this kind of screen and click on configure. Okay, select that free plan and click on create organization. Okay, so see, it is displayed all the repositories here. So suppose I want to execute the Sonar Cube report for Angular project. Select this one, click on setup. Okay, now it is going to analyze the Sonar Cube report for your Angular project. Right, see, you don't want to execute any commands. Directly, it is going to get that code from your GitHub organization and it is going to do that analysis. See, still it is showing that we are analyzing your project. You should see this page refresh in a few moments. Still it is doing that one. Okay, so it's done. See, total 6 issues it has identified. In this language, in this project, if you observe here, HTML code is, TypeScript code is, JavaScript code is. Right, now if you click on my projects, it will display that all the projects. Okay, so this is a Java project, right? If you see here, XML code, JSP code, Java code is there. But in this project, it is the Angular project, HTML, TypeScript, JavaScript is there. Right? So like this, you can execute the SonarQube report directly, getting the repositories from GitHub and you can do it, or you can get that Java projects into one Linux server and execute that mn clean sonar colon sonar also. Clear? So like this, you can execute SonarQube report for any projects, whether it is a Java or Angular, Node.js, Python. Right? So now I want to delete this organization. I want to delete these projects. Right? So for that one, click on My Organizations. Okay. If you see this organization which has created directly from the GitHub. So this is manual I have created. Right? So if you see here, delete. Click on delete, and it is going to ask that organization name, copy paste here, then only that delete organization button is going to enable. Delete it. Same way, if you want, you can delete this one also. So right now we have deleted one organization, right? If you go to the projects, it is going to display only one project, this one. So if you want, you can delete this one also. Go to my organization, click on my organization, click on delete. So you have to type that organization name, then only it is going to delete. See, now we have deleted successfully. So if you want to delete the token, you can go here. You see here the token. Click on revoke token. So now we have successfully deleted the token and now organization as well as. Clear? So that's all, guys. If you have any questions, okay, you can reach out to Mithun Technologies. So before that, please follow my YouTube channel and subscribe my YouTube channel. There you will see that many DevOps related videos, and follow my Facebook page. There we are going to share that all the DevOps related webinar URLs, materials, and also if you see this blog, already I refer this blog. Okay, so go to my YouTube channel. We see the YouTube channel name is Mithun Space Technology Space DevOps. Okay, and subscribe and click on this bell icon so that as soon as if I upload any video, you are going to get a notification. Okay, so if you have any questions, reach out to this number, or you can send a email to this number, this email ID. Thank you.